Hello, Namaste and welcome. I'm Ishani. Beginning with the monsoons, the excitement for the upcoming festival starts building up. And I thought this was the perfect time to bring to you some inspiration for some festive crafts. And going by the way the world has changed, we may have to resort to sending cards for sending best wishes rather than going and meeting our loved ones. I have 3 projects for you with Craft Angles products, and let me start with the God of New Beginnings with the hope of a better year ahead. This card, which was appreciated by many of you when I shared it on the social media last month, I thought I'll share it with you and show you how easy it is to make. I start with taking watercolor paper by Craft Angles, which is cold pressed and 300 GSM in weight. For this I take an acetate sheet which I have taken from packaging material, and also I've put a washi tape so that I can easily spot it on my messy table. I cut out the panel from the watercolor sheet, and now I am going to do some smooshing, for which I take 2 colors, Pumpkin Orange and Soulmate by Craft Angles. I start with putting some drops of Pumpkin Orange on my acetate sheet, and I dilute it with water and spread it with brush. And then I apply it on my paper. I plan to have these 2 colors, one on top and the other at the bottom, so the orange goes on top of the sheet and the Soulmate on the lower side. I also use the edge of my acetate sheet to spread the color if it pools up on the paper. And I'm going to repeat this process. Keep drying the layers in between till I'm happy with the colors for the background. Now with the background ready, I take stencil called Small Ganesha by Craft Angles, and I choose this Ganesh Ji for my card. I adhere my stencil with washi tape, and then with blender brush and black ink, I stencil my Ganesh Ji on the colored background. I'm using Memento ink here, but I would like you to choose a waterproof ink when you are doing this technique, especially if you want to do the next step. You'll see why. So next I take Wink of Stella pen, which is a pen with liquid shimmer, and I go all over the stenciled black area to make my card a little more interesting with shimmer. For the card base, I'm taking cardstock by Craft Angles called Midnight Black, which is 250 GSM in weight. I cut out a top folding note card which is 5 by 5 in size and leaves half an inch for my Ganesha panel. And what Wink of Stella did, the same effect can be brought from Craft Angles liquid shimmer watercolor called Silver Moonlight. I'll show you how you can add the same shimmer with this color. I add some drops of watercolor on my palette and dilute it with water. With the flat brush, I'm going to go around my card panel on the sides so that the black of my stenciled Ganesh and the black cardstock looks similar. You see how beautifully the Silver Moonlight has got shimmer on my card base too. I adhere my Ganesh Ji with foam tape on the black cardstock, and let me tell you about the 3 liquid shimmer colors by Craft Angles, which you can see in my video that I'm linking here, and that shows some great use of metallic watercolors. I've not opted to put a sentiment, as Ganesh Ji is one god whom we use for many occasions. You can give it for upcoming Ganesh Chaturthi, for Raksha Bandhan, Diwali, Grih Pravesh. Ganesh Ji is one god whom we can call upon to bless us for numerous occasions. I hope you like how this card looks, so dramatic but so easy, and is a perfect technique for making multiples. You can use a sentiment inside the card for matching the occasion. And now that we have Lord Ganesha's blessings, let's move ahead and celebrate one of our favorite festivals, Raksha Bandhan. Next, I'm using the stamp set called Happy Raksha Bandhan, and it has beautiful sentiments which are perfect for Rakhi cards, and I'll be using these 2 happy brother and sister for my card today. With the help of stamping platform, I stamp my image with Tuxedo black ink, which is Copic friendly, as I'm going to do some Copic coloring for this card. I'm going to rush through my coloring and will keep the colors of the clothes very festive, as that's what the festivals are about, happy and bright colors. And because I don't want to bore you with my coloring, I will just talk a little about Raksha Bandhan for those of you who do not know about this beautiful festival of love of siblings. Raksha Bandhan or Rakhi is the festival that is celebrated across the ages by Hindus across the globe. It's celebrated on a full moon day, mostly during the month of August as per the Hindu calendar. And I have a few photographs to show you of how we do it. On this day, sisters put tilak, which is a red sacred powder, on the forehead of their brothers. They tie the sacred thread called Rakhi, which is often decorated with beads and embellishments, on the wrist of their brothers. Sisters do Aarti, which is praying in front of the god's idol. Exchange sweets, as in feed a sweet treat to each other with their hands, and pray for the brothers' good health and long life. Younger brothers touch the feet of their elder sisters, and all the brothers offer gift or money to their sisters and vow to look after her throughout her life. And next day, start fighting again. Jokes apart, this is a very special day and we all look forward to it. Not for the gifts, no, but for the special feeling of love that makes us forget the fights we have all year round. And now that my girl is ready with the sweet treat laddus and diyas and Rakhi on her plate and the brother is ready with his gifts, let's just cut them out. I'm using a side folding note card that I made with dual texture white paper by Craft Angles, and I'm taking a stencil called Damask Basics, and I'm going to use it for little interest on my card before I attach my Rakhi on it. I put on one of the columns of this design on the extreme left of the card and I mask the areas which might get color as I blend in, and with dark pink, ultra pink color by Hero Arts, I blend through my stencil with blending brushes by Craft Angles. Now that I have this design on one of the sides, I check the position where I'll place my Rakhi, and now I'm going to punch 2 semicircles at the edges so that there is a groove for my Rakhi to fit in, so that it does not move when I'm sending it through the post. For the sentiment, I'm going to heat emboss Happy Raksha Bandhan with gold embossing powder. So I treat my panel with anti-static powder and I'm going to stamp the sentiment with the help of Versamark and use gold embossing powder and heat emboss it. And now that it is done, I notice that the sentiment is a little crooked, but not to worry, we'll fix it up. And let me finish up with tying the Rakhi and see how it looks. I use washi tape to secure the 2 ends and then tie a knot inside. For the sentiment, I thought I will have the same color that is of the stencil, the hot pink color. And on the paper left from the fussy cutting, I blend the same color with blender brushes and make my own color paper. I dry it before heat embossing the sentiment, Happy Raksha Bandhan with Versamark ink with gold embossing powder. Then I cut with craft knife and a ruler and mount it over the crooked Happy Raksha Bandhan with foam tape. And ta-da! Our sentiment is fixed. And actually this looks better than my previous idea of just stamping with gold embossing powder. I adhere my brother and sister with glue on the right side of the card, and I'm using Craft Angles gem drops. For some more interest, I'm taking 1 drop of red jasper, 2 drops of tangerine quartz, and here is my card ready with the Rakhi along with the love that I can write inside my card. I hope you like this idea of incorporating Rakhi onto your cards, and in a way that even after Rakhi is worn, the card still looks pretty. Now that the Rakhi has been tied, let's count some money. Money is a serious business in most of the Indian tradition, and there is an exchange of money always, and we need a cash envelope for putting the money. I have a very quick and easy cash envelope idea for you. I have taken an 8x8 size paper for the envelope, and I'm going to use via Memory Keeper's 123 punch board. You can also use envelope punch board, or you could also use the envelope which is readily available in the market. We just need to deck it up. While making the envelope with punch board, you need to check the instructions for the size, and my instructions say that I do the first punch at 2 3/4. I go around the sheet and punch at the markings and go about scoring along. I burnish all the scored lines, and you can see that there is a little extended portion for the envelope which I cut for one of the sides, and for the other I'm going to use a ruler and mark with pencil and cut out the flap of the envelope so that it does not extend beyond the edge of the envelope. Now with the envelope ready, on the front side of the envelope I am going to use the same stencil, Damask Basics, arrange it horizontally and ink with the pink color, which is Altenews Coral Berry, with my Craft Angles blending brushes. After I've stenciled, I take Golden Glitter cardstock by Craft Angles and I'm going to cut out a small scalloped circle with the die. And another circle which will be inside the golden circle with red cardstock. I'm going to use the Sentiment Om from Diwali Sentiment stamp set, and after applying anti-static powder I stamp Om on the red piece of cardstock and I emboss it with gold embossing powder. I adhere the flaps of the envelope with the help of tape runner, and on the front I first attach the red Om with foam tape onto the golden scalloped circle, and then this scallop circle with the help of tape runner in the center of my envelope. For finishing touches, I take the glitter sheet again and I cut thin strips of paper from the glitter sheet and adhere it all around the sides of the envelope with the help of glue. I hope you like this easy way of making money envelope and would try it yourself. This year again me and my brother are at different places, so I've sent my Rakhi to him. Let me know in the comments below if you celebrate Rakhi and if there is any other custom that you follow. For all the supplies that I have used, you can check the description box or the blog post that has been linked down below. Also, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more creative ideas and ways to customize your cards and crafts and make them more special. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.